56 sessions. Agenda Item 31. Resolution adopted by the General Assembly. Without reference to a main committee A/56/L.4 and Ad.1, 56 halves. University for Peace. The General Assembly, recalling its Resolution 54/29 of the 18th of November 1999, in which it recalled that, in its Resolution 34/111 of the 14th of December 1979, it had approved the idea of establishing the University for Peace as a specialized international center for postgraduate studies, research and the dissemination of knowledge specifically aimed at training and education for peace and its universal promotion within the United Nations system, recalling also that in its Resolution 35/55 of the 5th of December 1980 it approved the establishment of the University for Peace in conformity with the International Agreement for the Establishment of the University for Peace, recalling further its Resolutions 45/8 of the 24th of October 1990, 46/11 of the 24th of October 1991, and 48/9 of the 25th of October 1993, recalling that in its Resolution 36/11 it decided to include in the agenda of its 48th session and biennially thereafter an item entitled University for Peace, recalling also its Resolution 50/41 of the 8th of December 1995, in which it decided to request the Secretary-General to consider ways of strengthening cooperation between the United Nations and the University for Peace and to submit a report thereon to the General Assembly at its 52nd session, recalling further its adoption on the 13th of September 1999 of the Declaration and Program of Action on a Culture of Peace, noting that in 1991 the Secretary-General, with the assistance of the United Nations Development Program, established a trust fund for peace consisting of voluntary contributions in order to provide the university with the means necessary to extend its sphere of activity to the whole world, taking full advantage of its potential capacity for education, research and support of the United Nations and to carry out its mandate of promoting peace in the world. Noting with appreciation that the government of Uruguay, by agreement with the University for Peace, established in 1997 a World Center for Research and Information on Peace as regional sub-headquarters of the University for South America. Noting also with appreciation the vigorous actions taken by the Secretary-General, in consultation with the Director-General of the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization and with the encouragement and support of the government of Costa Rica, to revitalize the university. Noting that the university has placed special emphasis on the area of conflict prevention, peacekeeping, peace building and peaceful settlement of disputes, and that it has launched programs in the areas of democratic consensus building and training of academic experts in the techniques of peaceful settlement of conflicts, which is highly relevant to the promotion of universal peace. Noting also that the university has launched a broad program for building a culture of peace in Central America and the Caribbean in the context of the efforts being made by the United Nations and by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization for the development and promotion of a culture of peace. Noting with appreciation that the university organized a symposium in celebration of the International Year of Older Persons, 1999, at which it emphasized the valuable contribution that older persons can make to the promotion of peace, solidarity, tolerance and the culture of peace. Recognizing the important and varied activities carried out by the university during the period 1999 to 2000, within its financial limitations and with the valuable assistance and contributions of governments, foundations and non-governmental organizations, considering the importance of promoting education for peace that fosters respect for the values inherent in peace and universal coexistence among persons, including respect for the life, dignity and integrity of human beings, as well as friendship and solidarity among peoples irrespective of their nationality, race, sex, religion or culture. Considering that, by its Resolution 52/15 of the 20th of November 1997, the General Assembly proclaimed the year 2000 as the International Year for the Culture of Peace and that it should be ushered in with one day in peace, the 1st of January 2000, takes note with appreciation of the report of the Secretary-General submitted pursuant to Resolution 54/29 on ways of strengthening cooperation between the United Nations and the University for Peace. 4. Request the Secretary-General to consider using the services of the university in his conflict resolution and peace-building efforts and in the promotion of the Declaration and Program of Action on a Culture of Peace. 2. Invites member states, intergovernmental bodies, non-governmental organizations, and interested individuals to contribute directly to the Trust Fund for Peace or to the budget of the university. Invites member states to accede to the International Agreement for the Establishment of the University for Peace, one thereby demonstrating their support for an educational institution devoted to the promotion of a universal culture of peace. Invites member states, intergovernmental and non-governmental organizations and all the peoples of the world to celebrate One Day in Peace, the 1st of January 2002, and every year thereafter. Decides to include in the provisional agenda of its 58th session the item entitled University for Peace. 29th Plenary Meeting, the 22nd of October 2001. Group of symbols.